Hey guys, Simon here from Wild Earth, and today I want to talk to you about this sleeping bag from Big Agnes, the Torchlight EXP 20. Now, when it comes to sleeping bags, you're often really just tossing up three different factors, kind of weight and pack down size, warmth, and price. And in all honesty, there aren't often that many other features. However, with this sleeping bag, Big Agnes have actually managed to squeeze in quite a few interesting features. So we'll get into those in just a second, but at first let's go through those usual specs. So this particular bag is the 20 and it's in a regular length. The 20 just meaning it's rated for a lower limit level of 20 degrees Fahrenheit or about -7 degrees centigrade. Now that lower limit is normally a comfortable sleeping temperature for, say, a man or a warmer sleeper. However, it is also rated down to -1 as a comfort level, which is maybe a more accurate temperature for women or if you're a colder sleeper. So keep that in mind. Those are the conditions that this bag is going to be useful in. You can also get this bag in multiple different lengths. It comes in a short, a regular and a long, and there are also several different temperature rating versions of this bag as well. The bag uses a 650 loft, and that is responsibly sourced down as well, and also water repellent treated. And the whole bag comes in at just over 1 kilo weight-wise. The bag itself is made from a mixture of recycled 20 denier polyester fabrics, with the outside being a ripstop nylon with a water repellent treating. That water repellent treatment on the outside of the bag, as well as on the down itself, means that this bag actually keeps its warmth rating even when it's wet. Now, a 650 loft isn't necessarily the most efficient loft you can get for a sleeping bag. And it does mean that the bag won't necessarily pack down as small or be as lightweight as a bag with a higher graded loft, like an 850 or a 900 loft bag. But in turn, we're going back to that balance between weight, pack down size, warmth and price. And because it does use a slightly lower graded loft, it does mean the bag is going to come in quite a bit cheaper than a bag with, say, 850 or 900 loft in it. And it might be a little bit heavier, but that kind of price to weight and size trade-off might be worth it for a lot of people. Now for some of those more unique features. The Torchlight is also expandable. Using these zippers on the side here, you can actually undo these and add an extra 5 inches of space on each side of the bag, meaning you're going to get an extra 10 inches of circumference to the bag, which is a really nice feature and is ideal if you don't like the kind of tighter claustrophobic feeling of a traditional mummy bag. And the great thing about this expandable system as well is it's actually dual zipper. So we've got a zip on both ends, so you can really dial in what sections of the bag you want more space in. We can do just the feet or just the shoulders, or kind of make it a slightly squarer fit by keeping the top tighter and the bottom wider. But great options for customizability, and a great option if you are a larger camper or if you do just want to move around a bit more when you sleep. The main zip of the bag is also this big kind of chunky catch-free zip, meaning it's really easy just to undo and do up the bag, and it reduces the chance of getting any kind of excess fabric caught in there, which is obviously can be quite annoying. Now on the inside of the bag here we have this draft collar, or this shelf. It's essentially an extra piece of down-filled fabric that sits around your shoulders, and that just stops any warm air kind of escaping the sleeping bag overnight and helps keep you that little bit warmer. Also, we have a similar thing on the zips here as well. Again, a kind of a draft excluder, that extra bit of fabric just running over the zips just to stop any cold air getting in through there. So obviously has a little bit of extra weight to the sleeping bag, but a worthy little addition just to help keep you warmer overnight. Another one of the big features of this bag is the padlock system that it has on the bottom here. So as you can see, there's a series of kind of elastic straps and these hooks kind of in the middle, which means you can attach the bag to essentially any size sleeping pad. You just put that hook together in the middle, make sure the elastic's over, and then you can tighten it up with this drawstring. And what that means is if you move around a lot when you sleep or roll around in the middle of the night, your sleeping bag stays exactly where it is. And that is a bit of a godsend if you're a sleeper that does roll around a lot. You never wake up in the middle of the night kind of tangled up in your sleeping bag. And I do roll around a lot and I've really enjoyed this. No matter which way I toss and turn, my sleeping bag stays in place. And one of my favorite features of this bag has to be the pillow barn on the top of the bag here. So this is a little pocket where you can put a pillow in. It's kind of an elasticated opening, and you've got a couple of elastic straps in there as well. So that either helps keep a pillow in place or kind of just a jacket or other things you want to stuff in there to make a pillow. So even something like this Nemo pillow fits in there really nicely. Keeps that perfectly in place and you never lose your pillow in the middle of the night. Overall, I've really enjoyed using this bag. Now with like the extra features and maybe that kind of slightly lower loft power, It's not going to be as lightweight or as packable as a more expensive 850 or 900 loft bag would be. However, I think in a lot of circumstances, it's a worthy sacrifice to make for the extra comfort. Having that expandable space in the bag is a really nice feature and fantastic if you are a larger hiker or if you move around a lot at night time. And the padlock and the pillow barn on the bag as well, just make sure everything stays in place and does make for an easier night's sleep. So I think for me personally, if I'm going on shorter trips where maybe weight and pack down size aren't as big a priority, this bag will definitely be coming along with me. So go and check it out, the Torchlight EXP 20.